Hello everybody, I'm Evolution. Today I'm bringing you some Battlefield Bad Company 2 gameplay, and I'm using the Engineer class for a change. With the UMP, I've also got a Tracer Dart to make it easier to fire the rocket zone. I've got the RPG. I'm using the red dot with it because I don't particularly like the iron sight thing for it, it sucks. I've also got body armor, which has helped me quite a few times. I've got vehicle warhead on, which I don't know why, because I don't often go in vehicles, but oh well. This video, the first part of it is also missing because it was too long and I really want to sit there forever uploading it. So, but I got this dude, and then some dude tried getting me from behind, so I had to spun around, and then I went to hide the side of these things to gain a bit of life and see if I could like sneak up on anybody else, because I never do very well when I find like quite a few of them at once, because I start shooting one and everyone kills me anyway. But one thing that does find me quite annoying is when you spawn at some places and there's like an enemy sat there, just sat in the middle of every one of our teammates, and you're the one to die when you spawn. That happens to me quite often. But I found pretty good tactic is to try and go on the outside, leave the vehicles for everyone else to like go up the middle. Everyone will focus on them, and I'll try and sneak around the outside and let people spawn on me if they need to. Get around the back of them to make it easier to take a like control point or an MCOM. But sometimes I don't particularly like playing in with like a squad, like a little bunch of teammates to like spawn on, because quite often I go to spawn them and I just die. I never seem to do that well with them, so I usually just spawn back at my like base and then just work my way back up, which means I end up doing a lot of running rather than fighting. But bar that, as you can see through my video, yeah, you'll see me running around looking everywhere, trying to see if I can find anybody. But most of the time I'm just running around like a headless chicken. But one of my teammates said they were taking C, so I started to head back that way. But no, didn't really make it there because I think they captured it before I actually got there. So I decided to jump down, see if I could see anyone, capture anyone at B, but when I looked over the head, no one was really there. So I ended up going back up to where I roughly were. Then I found some dude with an RPG, started shooting him. Killed him by getting shot in the back, so I ran to as far as I could to like regenerate my life a bit. And started looking around the around the fence, and I see if I could like sneak up on him. And like trying to play it carefully, see if I could spot him and then let him go past him to shoot him in the back, but I couldn't seem to find him for a while. So I started doubling back and stuff, see if I could actually find the dude, but I couldn't actually find him for a bit, and then he just pops out in front of me. But I'm not very good at this anyway. It really gets on my nerves, a lot of the stuff. Especially like when you get people in the helicopter, yeah, and they just trap you in your spawn, and you pretty much just die as soon as you spawn. There's like pretty much no way of getting out here, and most high ranks these days seem to do it. But I tend to like try and stay away from vehicles because they don't tend to do me any good. I usually get in them and die, as you'll probably see later on in the video if I get in one. But bar that, I pretty much just start wandering around. I also like try to help my teammates if I can, but a lot of the times I just find I usually just get in the way of some of them. I don't often run in to capture a flag or an MCOM station. I try to stop other people dying from it. It's like sometimes when I'm an assault class, I usually I put like a smoke launcher on it, yeah, to give them a bit of cover so they can't be spotted as easy when they're trying to arm it. But bar that, it's pretty much useless to the assault class at times, unless you just go in to get behind them, like start like I usually do, killing them and that, and then you can resupply yourself when you run out of ammo. which is a couple of the problems I had when I was playing as an engineer. As you've probably seen in it, I struggled to like grab the enemy's class to drop some more ammo for myself, or I'll just be sat there and someone will kill me, which is often the case in my case, as I'm trying to find the class, or I'll find someone and I'll have no ammo at all, which really sucks. Because most people these days, they just randomly go as a sniper, sit far back here, and you get outnumbered quite often, or you don't have any ammo, which can be very frustrating. But a lot of people usually leave tanks, I've found as well. They'll just leave them, like run away from, or they'll drop anti-tank mines. But by that, they just sit there. But the anti-tank mines aren't really any good unless they're actually running over them. As if people like use the RPG or stuff, a few in here, like in this one, a few people start taking out the tanks quite often. I attempted to do a few, but I'll get like vehicle damage or something, and they'll either have fled the vehicle or someone else has already destroyed it. But the other thing I often die by is people not spotting people. They'll like start shooting at them, but they'll not spot them. But then I seem to spot people, and I'll spot them rather than start shooting at them, and I'll die quite often from it, which is very frustrating. The other ones I hate as well, the ones that are just randomly like hidden in like a cupboard or something, yeah, they just sit there shooting out of a window and hiding in a little crevice somewhere, just camped. Like a couple of them will be camped there, one will be like a medic, so they've got plenty of health in there, and one will have all ammo, and they'll just camp there, which really frustrates me at times. But I'm not really a Battlefield Bad Company like fan. I do enjoy the different like style of gameplay, but I'm more of like, what would you say, like a loner. I like to run off by myself, as my video shows anyway. But I prefer like Modern Warfare and stuff before like all the hackers and stuff started messing up the leaderboards and people coming in with aimbots and all that stuff. But really looking forward to Call of Duty Black Ops. That game just amazes me with some of the things, like the gameplay, it's got types and stuff, like one in the chamber, one where you have to use every weapon to win the match. As you get kills, it cycles through them. I love the customization of it as well. But getting back, I'd say this game would really help you if you had teammates that actually did something. Like a few of ours kept charging in just down the middle of the road, yeah, and they just died quite often. The one in the helicopter did do quite a bit of work. He asked for someone to repair him quite often, but he did keep some of the enemies back here, and whenever a station was getting attacked, he usually did just fly over here and like provide a bit of support or somewhere for people to like drop in and stuff. But pretty much, if you're an engineer, you probably want to help out vehicles. Or if you're not an engineer, I'd roughly leave vehicles alone to the engineers so they can repair them and keep them for longer. But this bit, I killed this dude and I started running, but I didn't even see the dude at the time running right from behind me. So he kind of got a nice little combat knife on me, which is very shameful for me. Very shameful. But I actually had trouble on one knife bit, which is shown later in the video. The knifing system for this game just sucks for the knife. Oh my god. So many times I have knifed people and they've just not died. You just knife them, you see the blood splatter out here, and they just stand there, or they'll turn around and just tows you down, or they'll knife you back and you die. Which I think they could really do with altering the knife system to make it a bit more responsive. Because even in real life, it doesn't take someone like, about 4 or 5 seconds to slash with a knife. They usually just jab it in and that's it. But yeah, you can't have everything, I guess. But as you see on some of the kills here, yeah, I keep spotting people, then I'll shoot them, And I usually do that because even if they usually when someone's shooting you, you run away, and quite often they do run away from me. But usually someone else will kill them, so I'll get like a kill assist or a spot assist, yeah, usually from it, which helps with getting extra points to ranking up. But I don't use many of the vehicles neither. I've used a few of the tanks. I've been in a few choppers when I've played with friends in a squad, which flying a helicopter. Good, well done to people who can. My attempts have been feeble. Pretty much I take off, got to turn, and I end up crashing it into the floor. So for driving a helicopter, I pretty much stay away from them now. I don't even think I'm going to attempt to get good at it, or even attempt to learn how to drive one. Because some of these people I've been like a hell of a lot better flyers than me. So I'll be a gunner or something, or I'll leave the helicopter like I have in this match, pretty much to everyone else to use. Same as most of the tanks. If the tank's there and no one's using it, my advice for someone is to get someone to jump in it and start using it instead of being sat there. Because in a few matches I've played, they've been like they're like dominated in most matches, but then some matches they just get taken out really quick, like this one. And it's like this is the part I come through. I get this dude through the metal, which I didn't know you could shoot through metal on this map. Well, on this game, I know you could shoot through walls and surfaces, but there's like loads of people. I start spraying them down, and then I could run along here to knife this dude. And this dude, just for the life of me, after 1, 2, but 3, yeah, to kill him, and then I die. That's just a complete example, yeah, of the knife. It proper sucks. And that's one of the reasons I usually don't even bother knifing. It's not like Modern Warfare, yeah, you stand like a 50-50 chance. Whoever hits it first gets it, but it's just like maybe 5-6 knives, yeah, you may kill someone. Or if there's a knack to it, someone please comment and let me know the knack. Yeah, I might be able to get better at knifing. Well, it's like this is an example. There were a tank just sat there, nobody was using it, so I jumped in it, yeah, to come down. And this is one of the reasons I really usually don't get in them. I've got to come down to see if I can provide a bit of support down at B, but I get attacked, so I start running back. And to the side, there's one of those dudes just sat there between all my teammates. Yeah, who plants a nice bit of C4 on me. And then look, he even sits casually at the wall, just to admire his kill. Yeah, warm up a bit on the fire. But I don't know. I suppose it's probably my fault. Should have stayed back a bit more, because it wasn't our actual flag. We went to capture it, so probably my error. Which is like most of them. But here's an example of where someone like spots someone, make it easier so they don't get behind us and kill us in our spawn, which is a lot better. So please people, do use that B button. B button. But no, it's not even B, is it? It's back. My mind's just lost in it. But yeah, please use the back button. Spot people when you can, especially snipers. Snipers could spot people without hassle or worrying about being like shot usually. But a lot of people, like who are snipers, yeah, a lot of them do help out at times. They do put like the mortar strikes on the objectives, which does damage them and help. But I don't know. Please comment on about my first commentary and how I could make it a lot better. How I could improve my games and videos, and pretty much that's about it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I found it pretty hard, but peace out.